Talking about the National Baptist Publishing Company. And of course, you were talking about Dr. Boyd and some of the other individuals that are involved with this important publishing company, Dr. Groves. And let's give you an opportunity to continue that, as well as to include any additional information that you think might be useful for our audience this morning.
Okay. One of the goals of our company and of our president CEO is to elevate the status of African American education and livelihood. And we feel very strongly that the training that we offer in the National Baptist Sunday School and Baptist Training Union Congress, it provides churches the opportunity to get excellent theological and ministerial training where they are. Because when the Congress comes to town, people come from all over the United States, whereas they might otherwise would have to leave their homes, give up their jobs for ministers to go to seminary. So it's really about bringing the seminary and the educational opportunities to where the people are.
Very good.
And we also present some of the greatest known speakers throughout the United States and the world in our Congress.
Who are some of the most recent speakers that you've had at this particular conference?
Last year, our primary speakers were Dr. Cleophas LaRue, who is a preaching professor at Princeton Theological Seminary. We had Dr. Brad Braxton, who taught in our Congress, Dr. Robert Smith, and Dr. Gardner Taylor is a feature in our Congress, and he will be in our Congress this year. Dr. James Forbes, who is the president of, the pastor of Riverside Church, he will be in our Congress this year, and he has been with us before. Another person who will share with us is Dr. Joseph Lowry. He will be present in our banquet this year on Monday night. So we reach out to all areas of America to bring in those speakers that have something to say and that can say it well, that will elevate and motivate our people to higher standings.
You know, one of the things, Dr. Groves, that we rarely allow our guests to depart without talking about is about our young people today. And I think that in a real sense, you know about the problems of incarceration, drugs, and et cetera, et cetera. Let's talk about that and to have you to, in a real sense, speak to our young people and to explain to them the importance of education and being involved in, well, however you wish to do it.
I think education is very, very important. I look at my own background, coming off of Jefferson Street and being born into a large family. We were not privileged individuals. I went to the basic schools of Elliott Elementary, Washington Junior High, Pearl High School, and many times we just in wearing clothes, we washed out what we would wear the next day and wash it out that day to wear it the following day. So we were not people of privilege, but one of the things that my parents taught me was to get an education. And because I listened to them, then I have been blessed to reach higher heights in my life. And this position that I currently serve, I am impacting by way of literature and development, selection of courses, impacting thousands of people in America. So it provides an opportunity for young people to be more than what they see if they listen to their parents, get a good solid education, and develop their minds. The mind, as the slogan says, is a terrible thing to waste.
And so you would encourage them to become involved in higher education and become involved in education, period. I think one of the problems that we have now is that so many of our young people are dropping out of high school and not really completing their education and et cetera. And so let's continue to speak on that, because that's one of the most important things I think that we can deal with, dealing with the kind of occupation that you're involved in.
Yes, we certainly support higher education and encourage young people to go to school, to listen to their teachers, to apply themselves, and it will benefit them in the future. Two other things that we do in our Congress, our uh, uh, ministry, drill team ministry, and our dance ministry are centered for youth. It tells youth that you do not have to get involved in gangs. You do not have to get involved in drugs or alcohol, that there are meaningful opportunities in the church that you can become a part of that will propel you to greater heights as you continue to live. So our president, our company stresses higher education. In fact, another thing that we do at the RH Board Publishing Corporation is we invite young people to come and we give them tours and we'll provide information on how they can become editors and how they can become proofreaders and work in the publishing business. We see that as part of our responsibility to train them and to provide them opportunities to see this work in progress.
You know, this sort of mentorship on the part of the company is sort of unusual, is it not? I mean, do you generally find that there are companies that are reaching out and bringing young people within the company itself as you're doing?
I think it's a unique factor for our company with our president and former presidents having such a desire to elevate our people. R.H. Boyd coming out of slavery, leaving his home in Texas and developing a company, giving up a lot of privilege to be with his family, to develop a company for others. I think that shows the kind of mentality that has grown and followed our company since its founding up to the present.
And of course, Dr. Boyd is the CEO of this company. Not only is he involved in this company, but he's also involved in some of the financial things in reference to what we're trying to. So he's trying to pull all of that together in order to encourage African Americans.
Yes, it's a very unique situation. R.H. Boyd founded not only the publishing corporation that we now call R.H. Boyd Publishing Corporation, but he also founded the Citizens Bank. And he is also a founder of the National Baptist Publishing of the National Baptist Sunday School and BTU Congress. So you have three entities that within the past few years all have celebrated or will celebrate their centennial anniversary. That's a remarkable achievement, and it's also something that our young people can illuminate or follow after.
And so all three of these organizations started almost a century ago, and they're still doing business and still very, very profitable. And you mentioned earlier about being involved on the internet and as part of your distribution techniques and et cetera, et cetera. So you're on the cutting edges of almost everything that you're involved in. Is that
yes,
what we're
we're on the cutting edge of technology in terms of printing and producing our literature, in terms of the Congress course offerings that we provide to our attendees. They can call our 800 number, get more information. I might give that number to you. It's 1-800, I don't have it here. Here it is. 1-800-382-6772. And you can get this 800 number and get all the information about our Congress, about our company, and we're more than happy to serve.
Okay, Dr. Groves, we have about a minute and a half before we end our show for today, and perhaps there might be some other things that, or some other items that you might wish to mention over the next minute that we have here.
Okay, I think it's important, again, not only to encourage young people, but to encourage African Americans as a whole that to get the education and to focus yourself on fulfilling your purpose. Understanding your purpose, fulfilling your purpose in life, and having goals that you will reach, and asking God for the strength to meet those goals, and then reaching deep within yourself to find the strength necessary to overcome obstacles, I think is very, very important for our people. So I strongly encourage African Americans to let's go back to our roots of strong, vibrant worship, Let's go back to our roots of understanding what our relationship with our family and how important that is, and pull God back into our lives. And I think we will be progressing toward the future.
Very good. And of course, Dr. Groves, let me thank you for bringing that excellent information by to us. And let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.